Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to keep creating our script, our put.sh script to retrieve the fake information from the file. So remember that at this point, we already have the name from the people and we're grabbing the name by the ID. For example, in the first iteration, we have the name of name and the last name of last name. So let's print this so you can see it. Let's print in here the name and the last name. Oh, it's Python actually. Let me do it in the bash way. Echo, we want to print the name and we want to print the last name. So, and we want to type here done. So if we do this and then we execute the script, let me give it executable permissions, put, you're going to see that all the names are being printed. But in this way, we can modify this, for example, and we can say like echo, for example, name for person with ID counter is, and then if we execute it back, you're going to see that our script is working good. So name for person 1 is this, name for person 2 is this, 3 is this, and so on and so forth. So in this name, we already have captured the names and the last name for every single person, which is going to be cool. So let me remove this echo from here and we're going to keep editing this. So we already have the name and the last name to populate our database. The only one thing that we're missing is the age. So let's create an age variable in here, and I want to teach you a cool command in bash, which is the chef command, and this chef command returns a random number from a range. So for example, if I say something like -i and then I give it a range like 20 to 25, it's going to return a lot of numbers in here from that range, random numbers. But if I want to get the first one, then I pass -n1, and that's gonna retrieve the first number from the list. As you can see here, this is something like a list. So -n retrieves the first one. If I hit this simultaneously, you are going to see that random numbers are being given. So our age is going to be this command, because for example, if I do this, then the first person is going to have this random age. The second person is going to have this random age. The third person is going to have another age, so on and so forth. So let's modify our script, and let's say that age is going to be equals to the output of this. Oh, I didn't copy the command. It's going to see equals to the output of this chef command. So let me copy this, and now we're going to paste this in here, and now age is going to have a value, a random value. Cool. So now we only need to insert the data in the database. So how do we do this? Remember that we're going to execute this script from the database container. So we're going to do a mysql-uroot-p1234 people. Remember, people is our database, and then we want to insert things to our register table. So we pass an -e and we say insert into, this is a SQL sentence, so insert into register, which is the table that we created, and we're going to insert the values that we are creating. So in this case, we need to insert the counter, which is going to be the counter, which is the ID, remember. And then we need to insert the name for that person, which is going to be something like, let me use single quotes in here because we are already using double quotes. So the counter is going to be the ID in the register table. Then we need to insert the name, which is, it's going to be taken from the people.txt file. And we need to insert the last name as well. And finally, we need to insert the age. So we're inserting the counter, which is the ID. We're inserting the name. This is the name. We need to insert the last name. This is the last name. And we need to insert the age in here. So this is the age, which is a random number. So pretty cool. Now, to make sure that everything works good, we're going to do an echo here, and we're going to do something like, for example, counter, which is the ID, and then we're gonna print the name, we're gonna print the last name, and we're gonna print the age. Let me put in here like a comma, age, and we're going to say was correctly imported. So okay, this is pretty cool. So we already have all the information in here extracted from one fake file. Then we're inserting that data in every iteration, and finally we're printing every single name to make sure that it was successfully imported. So let's save this file, and I will see you in the next lesson.